You seriously gonna come on the show and side at me in the first like 2 seconds? Like for real?
Yeah.
For real. Like for real, for real. The first 10 seconds.
Yeah. If
you've got to be kidding me, the first 10 seconds.
Listen, let me. Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Thank y'all so much for coming into Conversation with the Ghostins. Yes, y'all know that I had to come into the room with a side eye. You want to know why?
Because tell me why. I need to know why.
Tell me why. I'm going to tell you. Because when you are into something and you're a little flustered or what have you.
Whoa. Why you sound flustered?
You want me to tell why?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because when you got something to do and you moving and shaking and trying to get it done and you be a little bit in your space and it's not working or something not going, you get a little aggressive. So it was live. I was doing something or saying something. You tap me like,
because I'm trying to tell you we're going live in 30 seconds.
And I was like, okay, but what do you want me to do? So then you did that. But I'm like, so I should not talk, like I can't say nothing.
You over here watching memes
I'm
and
not,
babies
I'm not,
singing and stuff.
But see, this is the thing.
To go live.
But what does that matter to you? I'm present. And then
I'm trying to test stuff, and you over here watching.
But you're testing. So you angry because I'm relaxing.
But then you come on with the shot ain't right.
So you're a little stank because I'm relaxing.
I'm a stank because you sleep 5 minutes before it's time to start. That's why I'm stank. That's why I was stank.
Do you want me to help you plug up cords next week?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Help me set up next week.
Because I think that's what it is. I feel like, you remember when I had Amanda and I would have to wake up in the middle of the night and feed her or change her diaper. And you remember how you would be asleep and I would say, wake up and help me.
Help you do what?
Right, exactly.
I ain't got nothing for her to
exactly my point. I don't got nothing to do with this. I just show up and sit at the mic, put on the headphones and invite the people.
I don't got nothing. Listen, what you want me to do?
This is your baby. So I'll let you do all that.
Hey, Darlene. What's up? What's up, Darlene? How you doing?
Hey, y'all. Hey, my sister. That's my sister, y'all. That's my sister, Vady. Hey, my sister, Vady. Hey, Darlene. What's up, Kelly? Listen, y'all.
Where you guys from? Where you from?
Wait, how's your Sunday been? Listen. Well, I couldn't do my opening because I had a little slight too with you. Okay.
Why do you have an attitude with me?
Again, because you were aggressive and it was unnecessary aggression. Anyway, to God be the glory. Hello, everybody. What's up? What's up? It's your girl, Ascenta Ghostin, and it is this one over here, the man that I am married to, according to the state of Illinois, Mr. Antonio Ghostin. And we want to welcome you guys to Conversation with the Ghostins. Listen, it has been a great week. Today has been great. We had a great service today. Today's dinner is brought to you by Big Daddy's Barbecue. Over out in Gary, Indiana. Listen, we had to shout out Big Daddies because on Sundays we gonna eat.
Hey, somebody tag Big Dad.
Somebody tag Darkia or Gordon Biffle. Y'all know them. Y'all go ahead and tag Big Daddies. That was Sundays, and I had the rib tips, the tips, and the fries.
She had to always be different.
Always got to be different. And then you all had the soul food. But I'm good. So, hey, everybody, listen, where you watching from? What's up, Miss Lisa? Hello, and how are you?
Where you watching from?
Hey, Lee.
What's up, Lee Tarsha?
Lee Tarsha, listen, guys, Lee Tarsha is in a contest. I don't know if it's over yet, but Lee, if it's still going and you still need votes, drop the link so that we can post it. But you guys go and help my friend win. It is a quick competition. Come on, we got Michigan City in the house. What's up, Michigan City?
Look, I ain't even on my own feed. Lord Jesus.
Michigan City in the house. Make sure you guys are inviting, liking.
Minnesota's in the house.
Come on, Minnesota. Invite, like, and share. Invite, like.
I could put that on the screen, right?
And share. You could.
And we got a good show. We got a good one for you today.
Yeah. It almost changed. The topic almost changed a couple of times based on today's interactions. But
why would the topic almost change today? I haven't done anything to you today. Not today. Maybe yesterday, but not today. Day before, but not today. I made some deposits in the Love Bank. Did anybody make some deposits in the Love Bank this week?
Yeah, guys. How y'all doing on y'all Love Bank deposits? How y'all doing on y'all love bank deposits? Are y'all out here? Is your husband or your wife making deposits into your love bank? Or are you been out here withdrawing? Huh? Now he had a couple of withdrawals. But he had more love. He had more deposits, y'all. Why are you looking like that? Did I have any withdrawals? I probably had a withdrawal today.
5 minutes ago. You had one 5 minutes ago as you up on that couch just getting it in.
Had a good nap, honey.
Yeah, you had one.
My sister came over to visit me.
Minutes ago. Listen,
and then I took a quick
Go ahead
nap.
and share, like. Go ahead and share and like. We appreciate you guys
we
so
do.
much. Little bit of housekeeping. Hey, Auntie Lizette, a little bit of housekeeping. We trying to do some different technology. I messed up last week. I own it. The fact that I messed up last week. But a lot of people do not want to come on the air. You don't want to type your question, but if you want to text the question anonymously, you can do so. Let me put it on the screen. You can text the question to 708. Go ahead, you do this. That's your job.
You can text any questions. You got a question or a comment. Text it to 708-483-4823. Would you like to join the show live? Listen, text the Ghostins to 708-483-4823. Now we are going to do something different. If you have a question so that we can easily identify that it is a question, we want you to put in the comments hashtag ask. Hashtag ask.
Hashtag
ASK. Hashtag ask. So if you have a question, so that we can easily identify that it is a question, put hashtag ask in the comments and then proceed with your question. That way we can bring the question up and we can answer it. For all general comments, you can go ahead and make your comments. We'll see them and we will carry on our conversation. But again, good evening or good mid-afternoon, late afternoon, early evening.
Good morning, good evening, good night, whatever time you call it.
Hey, y'all.
From. Hey, listen, we're super excited. Let me make sure I got the texting app up because I messed up last week. So make sure I got that up on the screen. Darlene, can you make sure you got the text app up as well? And you can text me if there's anything that is I am missing. Monitor the chat, please. All right, listen, guys. Last week was
it was good.
It was good. It was a God show.
It was good. It really was. It really was.
Every show I think is a God show, but I think it was, it was a what do you call it? I like to call it a God moment. It was a God moment. And make sure if you guys have any issues with the audio, let me know. Send a chat real quick. Let us know so that we can actually.
I feel like I'm breathing real hard.
You want to tell people why you breathing real hard?
Because yesterday my girlfriend came over and picked me up. And she was like, I want to take you to go get a waist trainer. And she took me to go get a waist trainer.
She can't breathe, y'all. She can't breathe. She can't breathe.
When I'm sitting real still, I can't feel it. But when I start moving or stuff, it feel like it's taking my breath away. But it's okay, y'all, because I be snatched and made. Don't y'all be talking about somewhere I get my waist straightened from. But I understand when Miss Shirley was talking about that when she said people was passing out because they can't breathe from these waist trainers.
All right, I'm about to put the last thing that we're gonna get started. Like I said, I'm gonna put in. If you want to come on the show live, we do have a guest in the studio.
Yes, we
who
do.
Couldn't get in last week, but if you can, you guys should be able to see it now. If you go, what just happened?
I had to turn.
So I'm going to put on the screen in just a moment the link. If you want to come on the show live and ask a question, you do not have to have your face shown, but you can actually do it without your camera being on. But you can actually have your avatar up. What's that?
All right. So here's the link for Letarsha.
They had to go to her page, so they can't click that. They can't click it from here.
You can't click it from here. So you'll have to go to her page. I wish I would know. You have to go to her page. So follow her, Letarsha Harris. Go to her page. She has entered into a full-figured model contest. And all you literally have to do is go find her face and click on the love button. Click love. That's how they're going to count the votes. You have to click the love. But we want to support her, honey. She is baby fierce and fabulous. And this photo is she has on a hat, and I think you have on you're printed. So you'll just look at a picture and then y'all can go find her, okay? All right, Letarsha Harris. All right. So I just want y'all to support my friend. Thank you.
Listen, if I'm going to be by my nickname the rest of my life, I'm listen. Minnie Bell Smith from Panola, Alabama. What's up? What? Put her up on the screen. Shout out. I got to shout out my.
You have to shout out Panola.
Got to shout my Panola, Alabama family out. So listen, last week was a God show. Yeah. We talked about the entanglement.
Yes.
That is not what the show's going to be about this week. Correct. But we are going to just kind of talk about it a little bit because you know that. I thank God for what he is doing. We've gotten many calls and many conversations, people text, call, and we're just really kind of blessed by the conversation because the truth is sometimes you think you're healed and you're not healed. And so many people have reached out to us and talked about the fact that they have, they didn't realize that they were really still dealing with things. And it was an opportunity to have an open conversation and to be able to, what's what I'm looking for? Start a process of healing. Yeah. So we definitely thank God for. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Thank you. No, you go.
Let's not do that.
Okay. Start the process of healing. But not only that is I think it's exposing. Yeah. Exposing some hidden places or some things that the enemy or areas where the enemy thought that he could still hide quietly and not say anything. And so, so I think it also was exposure. And then helping us to not be distracted or naive to think that we may or may not be in a situation or never been in a situation or can't be in one. Right. Just to see those triggers, your eyes are open to understand what it looks like and how shrewd the enemy is, not the people, but how shrewd the enemy is and how easy it is for him to come in and make it look like it's something different, but how he can take that door or that crack and then turn it into something else. Correct. So just being mindful of the enemy.
Correct. So this week we're gonna. So if there's any comments, by all
we
means,
will. And let me say this: we probably will have a couple of part 2 or part 3 of that.
I thought I was gonna do it this week, but you vetoed it.
Well, we didn't. Well, we also talked about panel and other things that we were going to bring on other people. So we want to really be able to kind of bring that from a different perspective. So we will have more conversations around that. Absolutely, we will.
Hey, Patrice.
What's up, Patrice? Okay, what's up? I didn't veto. I didn't mean to veto it. I vetoed it for real. I vetoed it. Did you see the vetoed it?
Vetoed it.
But I said vetoed it.
This what happens when she don't sleep. She's sleepy. All right, let's go. This is your show. Last week you made me talk about it, so this is your show.
All right, guys. So this week we are talking about gender roles.
Put it up.
Gender roles. Okay, you're running the comms.
Get out the comms. Let me do what I do.
Okay, you're running the comms.
This show this week is about gender. Oh, wrong one. Gender roles.
Gender roles. Listen.
And we got some guests. I'm telling you right now, you want the like button, you want the share button, because you about to be in stitches. Now we had one of our guests on the show before. He's a regular. But now he got his wife. And I'm a little scared. And I'm really hoping that he got his love bank full.
It's full. All in pictures he was
hoping that brother he got some overdraft protection.
Okay.
He got some overflow. No, I hope you got some savings. Cause she don't play. She don't play.
Look at her. Baby. She like, yes.
She in the studio, the green room right now. She looking like he better come with it.
Yes. So today we are talking. So we are talking gender roles today. Yeah. And this is a conversation that Antonio and I have had multiple times. I know that one of the situations that we've had is that when we got married, it would be difficult for him to ask me to cook, or whenever he would ask me to cook, I would always kind of fight against it because I would feel like I'm not your servant. Like, what do you mean cook? I didn't like it that he asked me to do it. And I always felt like, why can't you cook? Why is it that you want to know what we are having for dinner? And I'm the one that you're asking, just figure it out and feed your family. Right. And we had a conversation.
Your job to feed the family.
Oh, Lord.
It's your job.
Is it?
I'm just playing.
And then we started talking about, well, babe, if I asked you to go outside and cut the grass, would you cut the grass? I was like, no, because that's what you do. It's
the double standard. You just came out the gun with it, baby.
But I'm saying, but it's lighthearted in some sense, but in some ways, this really is it's a serious subject because there are homes that are run where it's like, this is what a woman is supposed to do, and this is what a man is supposed to do. There are homes that have a different type of balance. I heard somebody say the other day, do you have a traditional marriage or a modern marriage?
What?
In the sense of traditional being where the wife plays this role. You just gonna snatch my whole head.
As long as that thing don't come.
Y'all see how he snatched my whole head?
My bad. That ain't gonna work.
It's not gonna. That was like 2 points deducted from the love bank.
Come on, really?
Because you tried to hurt. You tried to hurt my ear. That's not what I. Don't touch it.
Come to me.
No, thank you.
Let me kiss your.
Anyway.
Jesus' name be healed. Listen, I feel foolery. Listen.
Foolery. But nonetheless, so the conversation was about traditional, meaning the woman is at home. She's a homemaker. She takes care of the children. Mm-hmm. She cooks. She cleans, things of that nature. The husband just goes to work and then comes home, right? But the woman does everything else. And then, that modern marriage where we do everything 50-50. Mm-hmm. Like there is no specific gender role. I can take out the trash. I can cut the grass. You can cook. You can clean. You can take care of the kids. It's that. Mm-hmm. And so we just want to talk gender roles today.
I want to change it just for a second. And I want to bring a guest in right away. They've been patient backstage, and I know I want to bring them in, and I want them to be a part of this conversation from the beginning.
Yeah,
and we go from there. Okay.
Yep.
So is that okay?
That's okay with me.
So what I want you guys to do while we about to bring them into the room, what I want you guys to do is,
Annette Jones.
do you feel there are gender roles, and what's your thoughts around gender roles? I want to make sure we get those comments. So now as I get ready to bring to the stage, two of our friends, I do call them friends. I appreciate them. They are funny. Y'all think we funny. I don't think we funny. These jokers are funny. But it is the other, I don't want to say half, but how do I say it? Of the Al and Pal show.
She is the woman behind the man.
She is the brains behind the operation. How about that? She is the woman behind the scenes, none other than
because she walks on his side.
Yes, she does. Al and Tierra from the Al and Pal show. Our good friends, welcome them to the show, everybody.
What's up to the? You got new music for them? Oh, we clapping.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. All right, what's up, Al? Can we hear you?
Hey, can you hear me? I'm here. Can you hear me?
You loud and clear, brother.
Loud and clear. Loud and Kemper. What's Kemper?
This is not my profession. All right, listen, I'm just here. Y'all maybe got me out here doing this stuff.
Okay. What's up, y'all? What's up?
Hey, thank you for having us on.
All right, so
and that was a great introduction.
I'm not done. Hold on. First of all, introduce yourselves officially. How long you been married? So how long you guys been married?
You want me to do it? How you want to do it? I'm Al. This is my wife, Tierra. We've been married going on 14 years in March. So yeah, we got a little time in this thing.
Brother, you are very smart. You decided to give the number. And you had it accurate.
That's right.
Me, take note of what he just did.
That's right. You got to know the number of years.
He knew the number.
And the month. Come on now. Come on. Don't be talking about some has it been. What is it? 2026?
Now let me ask you a question.
I'm the one who goes, wait a minute. What year is this? What's today? That's me. Yeah. I'm the one.
I was trying to get a brother some props. Let him shine.
But she's telling the truth though. I possibly would have said it, but then again, I probably would just let it ride. But she's telling the truth. She like, what year is it again? And normally with a man, you get put on the couch. But
Al, I was trying to get you some love bank points, brother. Hey. Flow with me, man.
Hey, we did talk about the love bank before you brought us on too.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, never mind.
Okay, all right.
You just blew.
Sorry, Antonio. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Listen.
Gender roles. Come on, go.
All right. So gender roles. So hear myself. Okay, there we go. So from your perspective, so let me ask, I guess the question would be this. In the explanation that I just gave between traditional and modern, what do you guys consider your marriage to be? Do you consider it to be a traditional marriage or a modern marriage?
Okay, honestly, it depends on what season we working in. Okay. Because so one season we might be traditional and we have had seasons where I guess we would be considered modern. where he was laid off from work and I was the one working. So he had to do, you know, the housework and stuff like that. So it's seasonal.
I would say,
Al was saying something.
Go ahead.
I would say it's a mixture. If you can combine the words and make one word, that's what I would call it.
It would be what?
Traditional.
Don't do it.
Modern.
Don't you try.
It's traditional. It's traditional and modern.
Modernational.
So reset the room. Everybody know we're doing. We got new people in. Reset the room.
Hey, everybody, come on into the room. Thanks so much for joining. First of all, we would like for you to invite, like, and share. Invite, like, and share. Listen, today we are talking gender roles. That is our conversation with the Ghostins. Gender roles. Do you believe in gender roles? Do you believe that men are to function one way and that women are to function another way? Now, let me preface this conversation by saying this. We're not necessarily speaking only about marriage, right? Because my 13-year-old daughter has a very strong feeling about gender roles as a 13-year-old. So we understand that it doesn't start when you get married, right? It actually starts way before that. It's what we see as little children that, you know, girls wear pink, boys wear blue, girls play with with dolls, boys play with trucks. You know, all of those things that we grow up saying, I'm the man, I'm supposed to bring home the bacon and then you're supposed to cook it, right? All those things that we hear over time. So it doesn't just start when you get married. It actually starts, to me, it starts from youth, like, you know, what you're seeing out in the world. So this is not necessarily just about marriages or gender roles in marriages. Let's think gender roles in life. Do you believe that there should be gender roles, like gender preferences? There should be only things that men do and only things that women do, right? How do we really feel about that, right? I remember working a job, and this is kind of like a little bit off of the marriage, right? So just so that everybody can understand what I'm saying. So I worked a job. I started the position the same time that a gentleman started. We both started on the same day. I called the HR department. I said, the offer that you're giving me is a little low. I really would like for you to pay me more. And their conversation to me was, everybody is starting at the same rate. And I said, okay, I can accept that. I'm not going to keep pushing. Get the job. Maybe about 5 years later, 4 or 5 years later, he leaves. I'm cleaning out his desk because I'm going to move it to his desk. Cleaning out his desk. I find his last.
Nosy.
Oh, I wasn't being nosy. I was just making sure there was nothing important in there that maybe he forgot. But but anyway.
And you happen to find what?
His salary statement.
And you did what?
And then I went down and I went to my boss and I said, I'm going to ask for a raise.
Why?
On my own personal merit. I didn't say, my boss still never does. My boss still does not know to this day that I found his salary statement.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Still doesn't know.
So you just
but what I'm saying is that it was not deception.
I'll play it.
No, but you found a leg to stand on as to why.
Right.
Justification. Yeah, that's all I got.
Exactly. So what I found, and I said, now, we've been here the same amount of time. We both kind of scored very high as customer service reps, although my sister, who's on here, who was also my manager at the time, said that he actually was a little bit better than me in the position. He was a little bit better than me. I was a top customer service rep, and he was a little bit better than me. And so, but I could not see that he was thousands of dollars better than me. Thousands. Right? So we did the same job, same role, same time. He was making thousands of dollars more than me. And so when we look at this, it's like, why is it as a man he got paid more than me? We did the same job, right? When I left that job, I still wasn't making what he was making. I left about 3 years later.
Well, gender pay inequality. That's a big thing.
So there are roles, there are gender roles. There are things. There's gender discrimination. There are things all over.
I think it's a slightly different.
Well, but I'm saying
slightly different.
But what I'm saying is that it's that male female thing. We're gonna pay a man more, but why?
You're talking about male privilege, sis. That's what you're talking about.
But it's not necessarily. I understand that. Yeah, I get it from that perspective. But I think I don't want to necessarily talk about the money, but what I'm saying is men and women are treated differently in certain perspectives or certain aspects of life that tend to kind of shape your mentality about roles.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's different.
I think I use that as an example, maybe bad example, but I'm saying,
baby, nothing you do with that.
But
Everything you do with
baby, nothing you do.
Turn it off. You could turn it off. You try so hard. You try so hard.
He at the bank. He in the lobby. He is in the lobby. Did you hear him?
I'm trying to get. I'm trying.
You hear me?
Hey, she used
what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that it's that type of stuff that shapes a person's mental perception about the role, roles.
Al got something to say. Then I'm gonna tell you how this conversation came up and why we started talking about it. Al, you had something to say about that, then I'm gonna tell you why this came up.
Yeah, real quick, because she talked about being on the job, and I work at a job where men and women do some of the same jobs sometimes. We all make the same money. But it was a conversation one time in my section, and a young woman was like, "Hey, that's a man's job. I'm not doing that job. But we get the same pay." It was like, wait, what you mean? You know what I mean? But some jobs are tougher than others. My personal opinion, men are built differently than women naturally. So I do think that men are supposed to do certain things. But if you're making the same amount of money, then I think that goes out the window. So there you go.
Okay, facts. I'm not gonna touch it. All right, let's keep going.
Hold on, bro. Because there are jobs in your plant that all you have to do is just get in the car and drive outside the building, and they make the same amount as somebody who is finessing and breaking their wrists and doing all type of hard jobs, male or female. Do you complain about that?
Listen, I'm talking about specifically a job that I was on. You know the job that I did, and.
Al,
yeah, we'll go all day.
You quarantine at home with your wife, brother. Brother.
I don't know why, because Alfred, women.
What?
It's certain things that
you want the same pay. You got to do the same job at my job. That's all I'm saying. You want the same pay, do the same job. Otherwise, give me more pay and give her less pay. That's all I'm saying.
No, because you don't feel that way about somebody who has the easier job.
All the jobs get paid the same amount, no matter what the job is.
They do. So. Look, they left.
We let y'all be on the big screen.
Kind of big screen.
Look, and she don't know nothing. She don't know how this works. I knew what was going on, but they not gone. They just let us go.
Alfred, okay, for example, you know that if it was a weaker guy, if it was a little skinny guy, would you have him picking up a big old box or something like that? No, it depends on your body type. And it's some big Berthas at your job who are doing things.
Big Berthas?
You know what I mean. That can carry.
I would have a problem with a person like this on my job because she'd be like, "Oh, I'm not doing that. That's a man's job."
Whoa.
But that's good. No.
Bro.
Listen,
I'm trying to help you,
but that's good because that's exactly what we're talking about, right? So now listen, you're bringing up an excellent point. We work in this. Okay, well, you told me to hold on. Go ahead.
I did because I wanted perfect segue, Al. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Bro, you that was.
He's gonna win his love. He's gonna live his points back. He's gonna win his points back. It's okay.
I don't know about this. What I'm about to say right now. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So listen, this whole conversation.
That's why you holding my leg.
Yeah, baby. Give me a hand. This is why. So this conversation came up. As you guys know, we are open for those who just come to the show. Do me a favor, like, share, comment, right? We are open book about our marriage. And I'm very honest. I'm going to do this really quick. So I grew up, as I have some hometown people here today from Panola, Alabama on the show.
Y'all spoiled him.
I grew up where on Sundays we had home cooked meals. Facts, period. I grew up when I came home from grammar school. When I came home, I had at least a bologna sandwich waiting on me for snack when I walked in the house. Yeah. A bologna sandwich, a bowl of cereal. I had something.
Say it again.
What you trying to get me to say? Let's say it wrong.
Cereal. I love how you say cereal.
I knew it.
It's not wrong. I just love the way you say it. You be like cereal.
So I just grew up in the South where it wasn't so much that the men and women both didn't work. It was just simply that most of the women cooked. I'm not saying men did not cook, But I'm just simply saying, I grew up where you sat around the table, you had a meal. You didn't see a lot of the men in the kitchen cooking. I'm not saying that that's what I was expecting in my marriage, but I did have a desire to at least sit around to have a home cooked meal or sit at the table on a Sunday, once or twice a week. My grandmother was retired by the time I was growing up. Most of the people I knew were retired. Hey, Miss Eula Howard, who daughter's here on the live today, baby, I don't care. If she cooked, the whole neighborhood ate, period.
Yeah.
We smelled the cooking from down the street and we walked to the door and say, I want something to eat. And it was like, the table is in there. So when I told you guys, I looked at her mother to see how she's going to look at her age. I looked at her mama to see was it going to be okay. I'm very honest about that. I did. But I also knew her mother could cook. So one of the primary reasons why I married her, because her mama could throw down in the kitchen. Am I lying?
You are not lying.
So I just knew.
I thought it was because you loved me, but now
that was all of that is always a part of the equation.
Carry on.
Right.
It's facts though. Don't give me that one long, and it's a long finger too, y'all. So the truth of the matter is, when I got married, I just knew that I knew it was nothing you could tell me in my heart that I wasn't gonna get a home cooked meal at least once a week or once a month, and I just knew it. Baby, she came out the box on me and she's like, I supposed to cook. We supposed to both cook. So it got bad.
Right.
Go ahead. I want to set the stage up. That's how the gender role conversation really started.
Yeah.
Because,
I mean, that was years ago.
What makes like I'm working too. That's how it all started.
Right. Especially when we both were working.
Yep.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to go to some of the comments for just a second.
You were gonna feed on that.
I am. Okay. I'm going to go. I got you. Okay. All right. So Kelly said your perspective of gender roles starts with your upbringing. Just wanted to kind of point that out because that's what we talked about. So again, because when we talk about gender roles, it does not start because you got married and all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is what a man's supposed to do and this is what a woman's supposed to do. It starts when you're younger, right? And then I wanted to go to Kelly said in her marriage, it is a combo. It's a combo as mentioned by Alan Tierra. Josetta said she believed they're chick chores and duties.
What do you mean by that?
Chick chores and duties, which is great because what is considered a chick chore, right? What is a chick chore and what is a duty? Is it Letarsha said something, she said that she don't think that Solanda said she believes in gender roles, but Letarsha said, I don't think women should mop or take out the garbage if there are men in the house.
Well, because some people use that big industrial bucket. And it's a lot of heavy carrying.
Right. She thinks that men should mop and take out the garbage. She says she was raised that way and
women should mop.
I don't think that women should mop.
And I think it comes from that probably comes from Probably comes from having to pick up something heavy because women should not pick up heavy things.
Here, a mop.
No, the mop bucket.
A mop bucket
full of water.
It's heavy. My grandmother carried a mop bucket on her head. A bucket of 5-pound bucket of potatoes, sweet potatoes on her head.
Well, this is what I'm saying. So what are right? Mops got wheels. You know, we got squeegee with mops now.
Listen, come on now. We got wheels on the bottom of the buckets.
Okay. So who's supposed to wash clothes? Should a man or a woman wash the clothes?
I don't think it has anything. That's the argument. I don't think it has anything to do who's supposed to do anything.
But that is the key. When people talk gender roles, they are talking about what you are supposed to do. The conversation is not, it's nice to do it because I'm the woman. People are talking like this is what you're supposed to do because you are this gender. So there are people who feel like, I know women who are like, I'm supposed to cook for my wife. I mean, I'm supposed to cook for my husband in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. And I said, listen, sweetie, God bless you. Because if that's how you want to do your house, then you go ahead and run it that way. He gonna be good to eat Monday. Leftovers on Tuesday. If it's a little bit left, he gonna eat that on Wednesday. We gonna pick back up on Thursday, and then we gonna do that Friday. Maybe on Sunday, we gonna go run and get something to eat. And if I feel real good down deep in my spirit, I will go and cook something. I gotta feel it on Friday to cook it on Sunday. And so I'm just saying, right? So, but why couldn't he cook? Why can't he mop? I can go out and mow the grass. I just don't because I don't particularly think that I want to. But if I had to, I could, but I don't because he chooses to do that. But I don't know that.
Flag on the play.
It's a flag on the play.
I choose to do what?
You choose to mow the lawn.
I choose to mow the lawn.
Well, we choose to pay somebody to do it.
So
I say this.
When was the last time you put gas in the car?
When was the last time I put gas in the car?
I would die. I'm not putting gas in the car. I'm not. I would run out of gas in the car.
You don't either.
I do. I just put gas in the car.
I will run out of gas first.
Well, I
will sit on the side of the road. It has happened, and it'll happen again. That is not no. Do you want me to tell you the story?
So why won't you put gas in the car, Tierra?
That's not my job.
Gender roles.
That's a gender role.
But what did she do before we got married, though? That's all I'm saying.
Well, if you want me to be honest, I lived in the hood, and there was always a crackhead around that you can give $1 or two, and they would pump your gas.
So you was giving dollars out.
Or my grandfather or my father put gas in my car.
So you didn't put gas in your car.
You came and got me from my grandfather's house. Continue.
Hold on. When y'all say a flag on the play and all of this stuff, flag on the play. I'm not like she put gas in her car. She did that. Now she might have gave the hood guy $1 or two every now and then, but best believe when she was single, she was putting gas in her car. That's just a fact.
I drove to the gas station, but I did not pump gas.
Well, we don't have no video recordings of every time.
Don't do that no more. Tierra, don't call me. Call somebody. Don't go to the gas station no more and get nobody no $1 but gas in your car no more. Okay?
No. That was long time ago. I don't even. I don't live in the hood anymore. So I don't live in the hood no more. You know, we've been married 14 years. I was like 18, 19. But what I'm saying is, if you don't want me to die, then put gas in my car.
I gotta go to the extreme. Why I gotta be bad? Why? She's spoiled. That's what it is. She's spoiled. She's spoiled.
So she says she believes in traditional and modern marriages. It's about finding your rhythm for your marriage and household, which I definitely agree. Because I think that sometimes we can look on the outside and we'll talk about what roles look like. And again, what works for somebody else's house may not work for your house. And you can't go about trying to make your house look like somebody else's house. So to your point, like, hey, my husband puts gas in my car. One, whether he like doing it or not, it's to the point where he does it. And so I don't feel like I need to. So I don't put gas in my car. So when I need gas, you have kind of trained me or conditioned me to understand that that's something that you like to do for me. So I let you. Now, Tierra, if I'm in the car with you and we on bout E, we gonna have to stop, friend.
You will have. I don't know what to tell you. I will get out and
put the gas in the car because
They usually will drive their own cars because they don't want to take a chance. But here's the thing: there is an app on his phone that tells him when I have gas or not. Yeah. That's just.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
It's
how else to explain it other than. That's just what it is. That's one of those things that is just like.
But see, my thing is, I really don't have a problem doing it, so it's all good. But that works for our household. Like I don't have no problem doing it. Don't bother me. But everybody else.
I don't think it bothers any man for the most part. Honestly, I think the issue. I'm gonna just be very candid. Y'all gonna probably cut me up for this, and I'm willing to take the blows today. I got my back today. I think most of this honestly has to do with women. I'm just gonna be real. I think it has most to do with women.
Oh, finna say something.
No, I just said I think it has to do with women, who want to come out, as you talked about last week, come out that box. I don't want this to be in the box. I'm supposed to cook clean, and take care of you in the bedroom. Bottom line. I think I don't want to be in that box. So it's like we're supposed to do. We can do everything you can do, so we don't have to do that. And you're not gonna make me be a person that's gonna cook us all this other stuff like that. But yet, let me be real. I'm just gonna be very transparent. But I think from talking to a lot of ladies, a lot of other relationships, I think a lot of it is that it goes to the fact that we don't want to be in this box. But at the same time, men still need to take care of the men responsibility. We still have, you don't call them gender roles, you call them responsibilities. Yeah. You need to make sure we take care of the household finances, make sure the garbage is taken out, make sure that the oil is changed in the car. Responsibility to take care of me as your wife. Yeah. But I think the gender roles back in the day really was responsibility to make sure your husband's needs were met, or he's out working or whatever the case may be. I know we both work today, but my aunt worked a full-time job. I use this all the time. She worked a full-time job, a banker, full-time job. She would get up at 4:00 in the morning. You hear me? And cook my uncle breakfast before he went to Honey, a sports thing, not work, sports. She cooked 3 meals a day.
Remember that gender roles is not something that happens when you get married. Mm-hmm. I'll say it again. It's something that is really heavily influenced in your upbringing, what you see on TV. Listen, a lot of us, it's what we saw on television. Because what happens if you grew up in a house with a single mother or a single father? Mm-hmm. What are you seeing your dad do? What if there's no woman around and it's just your dad and you are a girl? What you may like to fix cars. You may like to, mow the grass. You may like to do things because if that's what your dad does, you model what you see. Mm-hmm. And so again, I really believe that it's what you see growing up. And to Tiara's point, is it because you saw grandma in the kitchen cooking all day and you was like, oh, I love being with grandma. And so I just do it because I saw my grandmother do it. Or like my mother cooked all the time. I wasn't in the kitchen with my mother. I was outside. I was like, can I go outside? Sure. I was outside playing double dutch. Okay? I was trying to be the double dutch champion in the neighborhood. So I wasn't in the kitchen cooking no cakes and stuff, right? So that's why I'm still that's still why I can jump rope and stuff. But nonetheless, all I'm saying is that it's what you see when you're growing up. And so Kelly made a comment and she asked this question. I guess we can both answer this. Is this a conversation that we had before we got married? Is it a conversation we had before we got married? I don't think we specifically had any conversations about gender roles. Like I expect for you to do this, or what do you expect me to do?
I made the clear.
There are a couple of things you did say though.
That of assuming, because I assume because I saw what her mother did. Her mother made sure her father was. Even before he retired, she made sure he had lunch. When he did retire, she would fix him his breakfast before she left at 4:30 in the morning. She would fix his lunch and made sure everything he needed before she left home, because he had retired before she did. So I made the major mistake of assuming that it was going to be daughter's going to be like mother.
Yeah, don't assume.
Which is what led to a lot of the conversation from last week.
But what do we actually have? What happened last week?
The entanglement show.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They said the entanglement show.
That's the truth. I mean, the whole
Albert made that same
boxes. The whole
boxes. From that perspective of coming out of the box and
the whole
right. That did change a lot.
Yeah. Love bank deposits.
Right.
Because I'm like, hey, the only time you started cook, I'm not going to go to that.
You might as well go. Because I want to know now. The
only reason why you like certain things you cook for me, if I would bring up somebody else to cook it, and you would go find out how to cook it.
Yes,
I didn't ask you to talk about it.
He had a
I didn't ask you to mute your mic. I'll mute your mic.
He had a young lady that he was good friends with in Alabama, and she used to make the best chili. And I said, don't worry about it.
I'll mute my mic too.
And they have a chili recipe. Okay? Turn the mic back on.
I did.
Yeah, for real.
You back on now.
Okay. But no, seriously though. But no, there were things that provoked me to do certain things for my husband because I was like, I doggone it. You ain't about to be trying to remember somebody else's chili. I'm gonna have to get you some new chili to remember. But I think it is that conversation. Is this a conversation that you think you should have before you get married?
Absolutely should. If I do it all over again, I wouldn't. I probably if I had to do it all over again, we would have the conversation. But it was very because we talk about a lot about how you have to ask them questions. Is this a deal breaker?
Right.
Is it a deal breaker? Because if you never cook for me, if you never like, she doesn't wash my clothes.
I do. Oh yes, it's laundry downstairs right now that is yours. I have folded up several.
That's new though.
Yeah, because I just didn't feel like doing all that separation.
That's new.
I didn't feel like.
Years you would not like Al. Like, okay, I'm gonna come back to it in a minute.
Because you the way you wash your stuff is not the way I wash my stuff, and for some reason you feel like none of your clothes can be dried, honey. Your clothes have to be washed on gentle.
I grew up in Alabama. We clothes on a clothes hanger outside.
You can't wash his clothes on regular. Outside. His clothes can't be washed on regular.
Come on, Minnie Bear. Don't you know about that? Come on.
Gentle, and then his clothes got to be hung. I'm like, why are you hanging these jeans? If you don't throw these jeans in the dryer, everything got to be hung. I'd be like, I don't have time for that. So that's the thing. Okay.
Hey, listen, if you guys want to come on the show, if you want to come live on the show, you got a question. We got Al with us today.
What is the app, Tierra? Darlene did ask that question. Or Al, what's the app that you have on your phone that tells you when her gas is low?
What's her car?
It's the Lincoln app. It came with the vehicle.
Oh, it's with her. It came with her car. Okay.
Yeah, she got a Lincoln, so it's a Lincoln Way app. Got all of that. Just check it. Know when the oil change, gas,
so it's a vehicle,
tire low, all that stuff.
Okay.
And it goes back to me needing my husband. Sometimes we be so independent and we sometimes can emasculate our men. So
it's a big word. What's that mean? Emasculate. What that mean? I'm sorry. I don't got my dictionary in front of me. That's a big word.
James, go somewhere. Your brother on here talking about some everything is not to be dried. I know that. Go ahead, Tierra.
Yeah, so it just goes to just a feminine idea of I need you, and if you don't come through for me, I'm in danger.
Yeah,
that's the way she's making that face. It's like she can take advantage of that.
Called men. That's called manipulation.
Not manipulation. Manipulation. Okay.
But it's true. What? I need you to know that I need you.
But you know what? And that's very good, because I think that to something Al said very early on, I think that there are things that men were designed for and women were designed for. Let's talk about that, because I think that's what I do believe that. I can accept that, right? I can accept, even when we look at it, for those of us who are believers, we believe that there is a hierarchy, right? We believe that the man is the head of the house, that we are to submit to our husbands as unto Christ. Really I do believe that, but I don't believe in submission as in lay down and let you walk over me. I don't believe that. I don't believe that that's what he meant. Because he asked that question like that. So do you believe that?
Yeah.
I don't believe right. Right. Because maybe I don't act like that. Maybe I need to switch up a little bit, go back and read my Bible a little bit more. But
Proverbs 31 is we're gonna read Proverbs 31.
I'm still trying to
read it. Don't read it.
You should have got your Bible.
Have my Bible.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm still trying to
bring me my Bible.
I'm still trying to figure out if the Proverbs 31 woman is really a real woman.
My goodness.
Wait,
listen.
Who is this woman?
Honey,
who is she?
Who is she?
What is her blog? What is her
Was she an example of? We can just pick and choose maybe verse 3 and verse 10, and that's what we can do.
Hold on. I'm going
because if you want us to do all the,
I'm going to y'all live. I'm going to get my Bible. I'm going to y'all full.
You want us to do verses 1 through what? So
it's so much.
It's so much,
and I think and bring it from afar.
And I think that believers, women, church folk, be like, we want to be the Proverbs 31 woman. I be like, baby, when is we supposed to arrive at her? Because how is we supposed to do all of that?
Who is she? You're supposed to wake up when it's still nighttime. What? What?
Ma'am, I like to sleep. Maybe during daylight savings time or something, because I don't know. But I wrote on my paper. Proverbs 31 woman, does she exist? Because I'm like, who is she? Ma'am. Okay, so let me read this comment by Kelly.
What time zone is she in?
God told me this morning today to bring my Bible and keep the Bible on the show. Now I know why. The Holy Spirit ain't no punk. So I'm gonna read some Proverbs 31 to y'all. I'm gonna put on the screen. In fact,
all right, listen. So Kelly said, in this day, you have so many men that believe in traditional gender roles. I am all for gender roles, but at the same time, I can do a lot of things that men can do, and that's very true.
Yeah, I deny that.
I agree with that as well. I agree with that as well, is that there are things that we both can do. I believe that men are capable of taking care of children. I believe that men are capable of washing clothes and folding clothes.
We can't birth no kids though.
Right. You cannot birth a child.
God has some intentions.
And that's why
God
I said
has some intentions for men to do certain things, I think. And some intentions for women to do certain things.
And I can agree with that based on our physiological makeup and I do the way that we think about certain things. I do believe strongly that there are things that we were designed to do. Now, with that being said, I think that those things may have been, over time, they have been manipulated. They have been manipulated, and then we have been put in boxes. And I think on both sides, men and women have been put in these boxes.